This lesson is about solving single inequalities and then putting the answers on a number line. So I've got three examples for you here. First of all, we've got 2x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 13. So we would solve this just like a linear equation, except that we never change this inequality for equals, but we deal with it in the same way. So we want x's all on their own. At the moment we've only got x's on one side on this one. So first thing we're going to do is to get rid of this plus 3 by taking away 3 from both sides. That gives us 2x on the left is greater than or equal to 13 take 3 is 10 on the right. Now we need to get rid of the 2 because we want to get down to 1x, and to do that we're going to need to divide both sides by 2. That means that x is going to be greater than or equal to 10 divided by 2, which is 5. Okay, now we're going to show that on the number line. This means that there's, rather than just x equals 5 like in an equation, there's one solution. There's a whole series of solutions here. It means all of the numbers which are 5 or bigger. So we put a circle above the 5 on the number line, and because it equals the 5 we fill that circle. So that's a filled circle on the number line, and anything bigger than it will work, so we put the arrow to the right. Okay, on the second one we've got 2x divided by, this line here, don't forget, means divided by 3, is less than 4. So what we do here is we're going to get rid of the 3 which is divided. To get rid of a divide we times, so we're going to multiply both sides by 3. That means we're going to end up with 2x, because timesing the divide by 3 has got rid of that 3, it's counteracted it, and on the right we've got 4 times 3, which is 12. Now we need to get rid of the 2 again. We're going to divide both sides by 2. That means we end up with x is less than 6. Now to put that on the answer line, the number line, x is less than 6 means we are going to put a circle above the 6, but it's going to be empty this time because it doesn't include the 6, and the arrow is going to the left because it's anything less than it. Now the third one here, we've got unknowns on both sides, so we still do the same thing. We treat it like an equation, but we don't change that inequality around. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the x's first, 4x and x. The most x's I can take from both sides, given that I've got to take the same amount, is 1. So I can take 1x from both sides without going into negatives. So this side on the left is going to be 3x, and I've still got that 9. And keep the inequality the same throughout, and on the right, if I take the x away, I'm left with the minus 3. Now I need to get rid of this 9 here because I'm wanting the x's on their own, so I'm going to take 9 from both sides. That means I'm going to end up with 3x on the left, inequality is the same, and negative 3 take 9 is negative 12. Okay, now this time I want to get rid of 3, so I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So I'm going to have x is less than negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 4. So I'm putting my circle above the negative 4, and numbers which are less than negative 4, so it's an empty because it doesn't include the negative 4, and less than, so it's going to the left.